There's a path that calls to you, even when you can't see where it leads. You know the one. It whispers to you in the quiet moments between sleep and waking. It tugs at your heart when you're staring out windows, wondering if there's something more. Something you're missing. Something you've forgotten how to see. Maybe you've been walking through your days feeling like you're sleepwalking through someone else's life. The dreams you once held so tightly have grown dim, haven't they? Those desires you whispered to the universe. They feel like echoes now, bouncing back empty from a world that seems to have forgotten how to listen. You've tried the manifestation techniques, studied the books, lit the candles, made the vision boards, but somehow the magic feels distant, like you're speaking a language you once knew fluently, but now can only remember fragments of. The loneliness creeps in during those quiet hours, doesn't it? Not just the absence of people, but the absence of connection. Connection to something larger, something that makes sense of all this beautiful, confusing, sometimes heartbreaking experience of being human. And the courage. Oh, the courage you once had. Remember when you believed anything was possible? When you could feel the electricity of potential crackling in the air around you? Now it feels like that spark has dimmed to barely a flicker. But here's what I know, dear traveller. And I call you traveller because that's what you are, whether you remember it or not. You are on a journey, you've always been on a journey. And right now, in this moment, you found yourself at the edge of the dark woods. Now, before you turn away, thinking this sounds like just another dark night of the soul you don't have the strength to face, listen closely. The dark woods aren't where you go to get lost. They're where you go to remember who you really are. Every fairy tale knows this secret. Every myth whispers it. The magic isn't hiding from you. You've simply forgotten the language of wonder. The universe isn't ignoring your desires. You've forgotten how to speak in frequencies it recognizes. That sense of purpose you're searching for, it's not missing, it's waiting for you to remember that you don't find your purpose, you uncover it, layer by layer, like brushing dust off an ancient treasure that's been yours all along. In the dark woods, you'll meet the guides you've forgotten existed. The part of you that still knows magic is real. The part that remembers how to listen to the whispers of trees and the wisdom of stones. The part that recognizes synchronicity as the universe's way of winking at you. You'll encounter the ancient oak who remembers when you first dreamed of flying, the shadow fairy who warns you away from paths that lead nowhere, the talking willows who've been holding space for your healing all along, the mysterious ravens who carry messages between worlds, messages meant specifically for you. These aren't just fantasies, dear traveller. They're aspects of your own deep wisdom, dressed in the language of myth and magic because that's how the soul speaks. That's how the deeper truths reveal themselves, not in bullet points and action plans, but in stories that bypass the analytical mind and speak directly to the heart that remembers. You see, there's something your logical mind doesn't want you to know. Something it's been protecting you from because it seems too wild, too impossible, too much. And that something is this. You are far more magical than you've allowed yourself to believe. The dark woods aren't a place of shadows and fear, they're a place of deep knowing, of ancient wisdom, of the kind of magic that doesn't require you to be perfect or enlightened or to have it all figured out. They only require you to be willing to believe that the magic you felt as a child wasn't imagination, it was remembrance. Willing to trust that the universe has been conspiring in your favor all along, even when, especially when, it didn't feel like it. Here in the dark woods, you'll discover that your broken places aren't proof of your failure. They're proof of your courage to keep loving, keep dreaming, keep believing in impossible things. Your scars aren't flaws. They're where the light gets in. They're where your magic has been hiding, waiting for you to honor it instead of hiding it. Think about it. Every wound you've survived has taught you something about resilience. Every disappointment has refined your understanding of what truly matters. Every moment you felt lost has been teaching you to trust a different kind of navigation, not the map in your hands, but the compass in your soul. And those times when you felt most alone, those weren't punishments, those were initiations. Initiations into a deeper relationship with the mystery of your own being. Because sometimes, dear traveler, we need to lose our way completely to discover we were never truly lost at all. The universe has been your teacher all along, even when, especially when, the lessons felt too difficult to bear. Every challenge was designed not to break you, but to break you open, to crack you open like a seed that needs to split apart before the magic inside can finally grow toward the light. The manifestations that haven't come to pass. They were preparing you for something better. The doors that closed, they were redirecting you toward the ones meant to open. The silence when you called out to the universe, it was teaching you to listen for the response in a language you'd forgotten how to hear. But now you remember. Or at least you're ready to remember. So consider this your invitation, fellow traveler, an invitation to step onto the path that's been calling your name, to rediscover the magic that flows through everything, including you, especially you. In the dark woods, you'll learn that magic isn't about controlling the universe, it's about dancing with it. You'll remember that manifestation isn't about demanding what you want, it's about aligning with what wants to be born through you. You'll discover that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the presence of something stronger than fear, something that whispers, yes, this matters. Yes, you matter. Yes, this is the way forward. And most importantly, you'll remember that you're not walking this path alone. You never were. The trees have been waiting to share their ancient patience. The stones have been holding space for your transformation. The mysterious guides and wise teachers have been expecting you. Every short journey we take together will be a step deeper into your own remembering. A step closer to the magic that's been waiting for you to notice it again. A step toward the life that's been calling your name in dreams and daydreams and quiet moments of knowing. So welcome, dear traveler. Welcome to the dark woods. Welcome to the path of remembering. Welcome to the journey back to the magic you've always carried within you. Here, in this sacred space we're creating together, you'll find yourself among kindred spirits. Others who've felt that same calling. Others who've wandered through their own dark nights and emerged with stories of transformation. Others who remember that magic isn't something you learn, it's something you unlearn yourself back into. Each time you join me here, each time you step into these mystical moments, you're choosing to remember, you're choosing to believe that wonder is your birthright, that synchronicity is your native language, that the impossible is simply possibility waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Some days, the messages you receive will feel like gentle encouragement from an old friend. Other days, they might feel like urgent whispers from your future self, calling you forward. And sometimes, they'll feel like ancient wisdom from beings who've been waiting lifetimes for you to be ready to hear what they have to share. But whatever form the guidance takes, know this, it's always exactly what you need to hear, precisely when you need to hear it. Because that's how magic works, dear traveler. It doesn't operate on your timeline, it operates on the timeline of your soul. And your soul is always perfectly on time. The path is lit by your own inner fire. The guides are gathering, and the next step is always the one in front of you. Are you ready to begin? The forest is waiting, your guides are gathering, and the most magical version of your life is ready to begin. Take the first step, dear one. The path will rise to meet you.